Hello everyone and welcome back to TradeSmart, where we test objective rules-based strategies and code the best performing ones into TradingView strategies. With our highly customizable strategy scripts, you can backtest and automate your trading within a few minutes. To gain access to these powerful tools, check out our Patreon and become a smart trader. We received multiple requests to develop more strategies for stocks, so today I'm excited to present you a simple yet highly profitable strategy for Apple. Over the last 5 years, this strategy would have generated over 300% profit, including slippage. And the best part is that you can automate this strategy using one of our scripts. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. First, let's go over the indicators needed and the chart setup. When creating this strategy, I had 3 main goals in mind. Make it as simple as possible so it suits manual traders too. Use an entry signal indicator that is in the top 3 best that I have come across so far. And use a trend filter that is also in the top 3 I have found so far. If you've been following us for a while, you've probably seen that we backtested dozens of entry signal and trend filter indicators to find the best one. If you are interested in the results, I linked those videos in the description. For this strategy, I selected the corrected moving average or CMA as the trend filter and the range filter as the entry signal. Both of these indicators rank 3rd in our research. Now let's add them to the chart. For this strategy, first open up TradingView and set up the Apple 30-minute chart. Once you got that, open up the Indicators tab and let's add our indicators. Let's start off with the entry signal. For the entry signal, we are going to use the range filter. So type in range filter and add this one to your chart. Next up, let's add our trend filter, which is going to be the corrected moving average. Add this one to your chart. After that, let's add our exit signal indicator, which is going to be the squeeze momentum. Add this one. And finally, the simple volume filter. Add this one to your chart. Okay, now we have all the indicators that we need, but we also need to modify some settings. So let's do that. First, open up the range filter and go into the styles tab. Here, uncheck every option except the buy and the sell signal. Once you got that, hit OK. Next up, open up the trend filter, which is the CMA. Set its length to 200. Then go into the styles tab, uncheck the SMA and the plus background. You can change its color to whatever you like. I will leave it as it is. Now let's move on to our exit signal indicator, the squeeze momentum. First set its KC length to 40, then switch to the styles tab and uncheck the second plot option. And finally, open up the volume settings. Set the MA length to 5, then go to the styles tab and check the volume MA option. You can also change its color to whatever you like. I usually use white. And with that, you have your chart set up for this strategy. Now let's go over the rules for longs and for short positions. Let's start off with the rules for longs. Here you can see a valid long entry candle. For a valid long position, first we need to see that the price is trending above the corrected moving average. After that, we are looking for a buy signal from the range filter. Finally, we need to check the volume, as we can only enter into any position if the volume is above the volume-based MA. And as you can see, that is the case. So now we can enter into a long position. Entry level will be at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Stop loss will be placed at a 1% distance from the entry level. Right around there. We won't have a fixed take profit target. Instead, we are going to use the squeeze momentum to exit our positions. But how do we do that? In case of a long position, we will only close that position if the price either hits the stop loss or when the squeeze momentum turns from green to red. And as you can see, the stop loss was not hit by the price, but the squeeze momentum turned from green to red right here. So we would have exited the position at the open of the next candle. As you can see, this was a winning trade. Now let's take a look at another long example, then I will go over the shorts. Here we have another very long entry example. First, we can see that the price just broke above the corrected moving average and closed above it. Next, we wanted to see a buy signal from the range filter. After that, we only need to check the volume, and as you can see, the volume is above the volume-based moving average, so this is a valid long entry. Entry level at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Stop loss will be placed at a 1% distance from the entry level. And we won't have a fixed take profit target, instead we are going to use the squeeze momentum. In case of this position, the squeeze momentum has turned from green to red right here. So we would have exited the position right there. As you can see, this was an even better trade. Now let's see the rules for shorts. Here we have a valid short entry signal. For a valid short, first we want to see that the price is under the corrected moving average. Next up, we want to get a sell signal from the range filter. And finally, we want to see that the volume is above the volume-based moving average. And here, as you can see, that is the case. So this will be a valid short entry. Entry level at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Stop loss will be placed at a 1% distance from the position entry level, right there. And we won't have a fixed take profit target, instead we are going to use the squeeze momentum indicator. We will exit the position if either the stop loss gets hit or the squeeze momentum turns from red to green. And as you can see, that happens right here. So we would have exited the position right on that candle. Now let's take a look at the final short example and then I will show you the results. Here we have another valid short entry signal. First we see that the price is under the corrected moving average, then we got a sell signal from the range filter indicator, and finally we can see that the volume is above the volume-based moving average. So we can enter into a short position at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Stop loss will be at a 1% distance from the entry level. And we won't have a fixed take profit target, instead we are going to use the squeeze momentum to exit. We will exit the position once the squeeze momentum indicator turns from red to green, or when the price hits the stop loss. And in this case, as you can see, the price hit the stop loss right there. So this would have been a losing trade. Okay, now you know all the rules for this strategy. If you still have some questions, don't hesitate to ask me down in the comment section. And now, let's see the results. On the Apple 30-minute chart, over the last 5 years with 2 ticks of slippage included, the range filter strategy took 168 trades, had a 2.22 profit factor and generated an impressive 319% net profit with only a 15% maximum drawdown. These results are fantastic. If we take a look on the equity curve, you can see a very nice and steady uptrend with moderate pullbacks. Also, you can see that this strategy outperformed the simple buy and hold approach. I also tested this strategy on other stocks and I found many profitable ones. While some showed high drawdowns that can easily be managed by adjusting the position sizing. For example, you can reduce the number of contracts from 3 to 1. And that wraps up today's video. What do you think of this strategy? Maybe you have a few filter recommendations that could make it better? Share your ideas with me and the TradeSmart community in the comment section. If you found this video valuable and don't want to miss our upcoming strategies, be sure to drop a like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. For those who want to get access to this and many other premium strategy scripts that we developed so far, check out our Patreon and become one of our supporters. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day and see you in the next video.